everyone, welcome to Yoga with Donna. I hope everybody's having a good week and feeling well. Today we're going to be doing a yoga practice for inversions. So let's get started. We'll just take a couple of deep breaths. So close your eyes. You can sit in easy pose if you find that a little bit easier. I'm just going to stay seated on my knees. So close your eyes and deep breath in. And deep breath out. Another deep breath in. And deep breath out. And one more. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. All right, let's get started. So for those of you who haven't done many inversions, you can modify the inversions, and I'm only going to be doing more like beginners intermediate, so you shouldn't find it hopefully too hard. So coming into cat-cow, so hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and you're going to breathe in. And don't throw your head right back, just look straight in front of you, engage your abdomen, and then breathing out. Round your back, navel to spine, hips coming forward towards the front of your mat, looking back towards your knees, and then breathing in. Arch your back, shoulders away from your ears, navel pulled in, looking straight ahead, and then breathing out. Navel to spine, hips coming forward, and one more, breathing in. Navel engaged, arching your back, chest forward, shoulders down and back, looking forward, and then round your back. Breathing out, rounding your back, navel to your spine, hips coming forward, and then coming back to neutral. Good. All right, now we're going to come up into downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, hips up, and just going to pedal through your feet. Press all your fingers into the mat, pedaling through, stretching your hips right up to the ceiling. Up on your toes, lower your heels as much as you can towards the mat. Stay here for a moment. And then we're going to step up between our hands. Feet hip width apart. Hold on to your elbows, coming forward over your legs. Tummy touching your tops of your thighs if you can. And then you're just going to keep your knees bent. And you're going to gently sway either side. So the side that you go to with your arms and your top half of your body, the knee will stretch a little bit more on that side. So just relax right over. Try and keep your head in between your arms. Just relax. Good. And then release your hands. Slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time. Knees bent, coming up to standing. And just take a deep breath. All right, so now we're going to place our hands behind our body, and you're going to link your fingers and take your feet wider than hip width apart, and you're going to stretch your shoulders back and down, and at the same time you're going to come slowly forward, hinging forward over your legs, down towards the mat if you can, elbows coming up and over. You might only get to here, that's good. Just as far as you can go that's comfortable, so you're feeling no pain. And hold it here for a moment. Deep breath. Another deep breath. And then slowly, fingers are pulling you back to upright, coming back up. And then shake your arms out, shake your legs out, and we're just going to come back down onto the mat, onto our knees. Place your hands forward, toes curled under, hips up, downward facing dog. And then you're going to come forward into dolphin. You're going to come forward onto your elbows. So hips still lifted. If you need to, you might need to bring your hips in a little bit more. And then slowly aim to get your heels down towards the floor with your hips up. And just looking down at your mat, shoulders relaxed as much as you can down and towards your middle of your spine. Hold it here. Engage your abdomen. Feel the strength through your forearms, through your biceps, through your shoulders. Try and keep your shoulders down as much as you can. And then you're just going to come down to your knees, come forward onto your mat. Relax your arms down by your body. Turn your head to the side, take a deep breath in. I'm going to place your hands beside you, or place your hands just in front of your shoulders. Your elbows, your forearms are on the mat, and then you're going to push yourself up into Sphinx pose. So you're going to look straight ahead, out in front of you. So you're not taking your head back, just looking straight out in front of you. Feel like your fingertips are pulling you forward on your mat. Knees are off the floor. Engage your abdomen. Hold it here for a moment. And then come back down. This time we're going to push right up onto your knees. And we're going to do camel pose. So what we're going to do from here is you're going to hold your hands supporting your lower back. So have your fingers facing down towards your mat. And you're going to slowly lift up. Lift your chest, shoulders back. And you're going to slowly look up at the ceiling. And just go as far as you can. Now this might be enough for you, so just stay here. Otherwise, if you feel like, or you've been there before, you can go back to touch your feet. Go ahead and do so. And just relax your neck back. Stretch and open your heart and your chest. Stretching through the fronts of your thighs. If you find it too intense, you can always curl your toes under so you're actually closer to your heels. So you can be in this position here. That might be a little bit more attainable for you. So just stay here for another couple of breaths. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then when you're ready, hands to the lower back, coming back up, coming forward, into child's pose and stretch out along the mat. And then when you're ready, coming back, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Pedal through your feet. And then walk your feet up between your hands, come to sitting on the mat, legs straight out in front of you, sitting right up on your sit bones. You're going to bring your arms up by your ears, and then you're going to come forward as much as you can. You might only come to here, you might come to your knees, you might come to your shins, just wherever's comfortable for you. And you're going to stretch forward, and then you're going to come forward over towards your legs. Doesn't matter if your back's rounding in this position at the moment, it's just relaxing over your legs, just to stretch your hamstrings a little bit. Stay here for a moment. Another deep breath and come back up. And then we're going to come to lying back on the floor and we're going to go into plough pose. So coming back, lower one vertebrae at a time. Make sure you've got enough room behind you. I might need to move a little bit further forward. And then you're just going to bend your knees into your chest. Hands are on the floor. And you're going to take your legs up. Lift your hips up off the floor. Come over into plough pose. So your feet are going to touch the floor on the other side. Stay here for a moment. And then when you're ready, you can bend your knees in And if you feel like you'd like to, you can come onto shoulder stand. So extend your legs right up. And you can support your back a little bit higher up than your hips. That's all good. Deep breaths in this position. Hold it here. And when you're ready, bend your knees. Come slowly down, one vertebra at a time, hands on the floor. Coming back down. And stretch out along the mat. Just relax for a minute, take a couple of deep breaths in. Another deep breath in. And when you're ready, bend your legs in, roll over to the side, come up to sitting, come into easy pose or kneeling, whatever's more comfortable for you. And we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths. And you should feel after doing inversions, you should feel quite energetic and like you have got renewed energy. So just take a couple of deep breaths in, close your eyes. Deep breath out. Another breath in. And another breath out. And I hope you've enjoyed this practice. Put in the comments below if you'd like to have a more advanced practice or if you'd like to have a little bit more of a modification of this practice. So thank you very much, everybody.